Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to turn on post notifications. Nicki Minaj gags Megan Thee Stallion on the charts. Nicki is the highest charting female rapper on PF2's daily top artist USA chart, while Megan Thee Stallion's his has unfortunately dropped down 39 spots on the charts. And, unfortunately, Megan Thee Stallion had, a music video. She's getting some radio play. She's not getting a lot, but she's getting some radio play. But she definitely had a budget behind the diss record Piss that she dropped 2 weekends ago. And it's also been reported that it could possibly drop on the payola chart to number 40 next week. Okay, this week is at number 14. Okay, now here's the thing. Like I told y'all before, his is not a hit record. Okay, and let's just be honest. People supported Megan Thee Stallion out of spite because they don't like Nicki Minaj's personality, or they felt like, Nicki disrespected Megan Thee Stallion's mom. But at the end of the day, Megan don't really sell records like that. I mean, you couldn't go number one with Dua Lipa. She dropped that record with Dua Lipa, 2 years ago. That didn't go number one. You couldn't go straight to number one with Queen Bee. No shade. You couldn't even go straight to number one with Bozos. And you had Cardi B in a $2 million music video. So this shows that people only support Megan because of Nicki Minaj, because her and Nicki are beefing. That's why Nicki should have ignored Megan the first week when the diss dropped. And I guarantee you it wouldn't even went top 40. This was not an organic hit. It was orchestrated. Okay? Not only that, according to Chartmasters, Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday 2 has now surpassed 2 million units sold worldwide. Okay, so congratulations to Nicki Minaj on that. Considering that she don't have no music videos or anything like that, there was barely any promotion. This is actually pretty good for Nicki Minaj, okay? Because at the end of the day, even though Nicki Minaj is not independent, she moves like an independent artist, okay? So, hopefully, we get at least one music video. I don't think we're going to get any music videos. I thought somebody said that she was supposed to be dropping a music video last Friday. If, she is releasing music videos, she should definitely hurry up because the Chart Obsessed Races and Queen Bee are coming. Okay, so let me know how you guys feel about that. Now, moving on to Criminal B, she goes off in an interview with, I believe, The Hollywood Reporter, and talks about the changes of female rap or just in hip-hop today.
People keep saying like, oh, the state of hip-hop is bad right now, blah, blah, blah. I don't think it's bad right now. I just feel like people just don't know what they want. People... I don't know. It's just like I feel like social media is like running too much. So I just feel like just keep doing you. Fuck what people gotta say.
Ashmiracle.
Will we ever see striking in the music industry? I mean, I think we should, but I don't feel like we will ever do so because it's just like it's so competitive, and it's like sometimes people are afraid to not put nothing out because it's like, okay, if you ain't gonna put nothing out, I'm gonna put something out.
Okay, so let me translate what Criminal B actually said. Basically, she's been putting out different songs, different collaborations, and they all have been flopping. So she don't know what the fans want from her. Okay? That's basically what I got. And she is upset that the Barbs run social media. That's exactly what she said. Because she was like, I think social media is running too much of hip-hop. But you got big off of social media. Botch and Bitter is just upset because now fans are gravitating towards Sexy Red and Ice Spice, who may not be the best rappers, but they have a good social media personality, just like her. Okay, they took her formula. And here's the thing. Cardi B made it popular for Instagram models or people to become rappers just by having a social media following. Okay, you don't have to have talent. She has lowered the bar in rap, and now she's paying the price for it. And then she talking about striking. I'm like, why would you need a strike for anything? You don't write, okay? So it's not like you're losing publishing money, okay? Writers in Hollywood were striking. You don't write nothing. What are you striking for? The only thing you need to take a strike in or boycott is the surgery table. Because every time you come off that table, you look worse and worse. So sit the fuck down, okay? Talking about, oh, we should. Strike for what? You don't do nothing. You got one album. She talking about striking and she didn't do no work. She didn't write one song and talking about striking. Oh my goodness, I know Titanic Records can't stand her. Ain't you already on strike? You haven't put out an album in a decade. I mean, you already on strike. You only got one album that came out 10 years ago. Now, moving on from that, allegedly, according to speculation, Doja Cat is reportedly in talks to headline the 2025 Super Bowl halftime show. Now that she back cool with Camel Face? Interesting. I definitely don't believe that. Doja Cat can't headline the halftime show, okay? She shouldn't even be headlining FL0PŞ, to be quite honest. FL0PŠ is having the lowest ticket sales in the past 10 years. She did 6K in per sales for her album. Doja Cat should not be headlining no damn Super Bowl, okay? The kitty litters, they gotta stop, okay? No shade. Now, she could perform with another big artist, but she can't headline it by herself. The only people headlining should be the chart-obsessed racists, Ariana, okay, with Nicki Minaj. But unfortunately, Doja Cat, I don't think she has a big enough star power to headline. Okay, she's going to need somebody else to bring her out. No shade. Now, Mistress Service, or Side Chick Sunday, or whatever you want to call the song, is currently flopping on the charts. Now, it has been reported that Mistress Service did 300,000 in total streams, okay, unfiltered, first day, okay? Now, Bigfoot and You Think You the Ish are the top two largest first day streams for a solo female rapper in 2024. And I'm honestly loving that Ice is paying Scratch Off dust. She is allowing Scratch Off to flop. She's at the Super Bowl with the chart-obsessed racists, okay? Hanging out with A-listers like Blake Lively and the chart-obsessed racists, while currently Scratch Off is flopping on the charts and pressed in interviews talking about Ice Spice and how she wants all the smoke. I love that Ice Spice is probably going to diss her back, but she's allowing Scratch Off to flop. She's not going to go toe-to-toe with her on social media or anything like that, because that would only help Scratch Off in the long run. And then all the people are going to fake support Scratch Off so she can chart for one day or 1 week, and then she's going to go back to flopping. Okay? And to be quite honest, I just feel like Scratch Off, even though you might be a better rapper than Ice Spice, she's more likable, okay? And she's not a clout chaser like you. She can get into rooms that you can't even get into and make, phone calls to have people not play your music. You can't even do that. You've been in the game longer than her. That's honestly embarrassing. No shade. Now, moving on from that, people are calling out Carisha, because Carisha had a birthday party, okay, or birthday vacation, and JT was not invited, or she did not go. And then on top of that, people remember last year, JT did not go to Carisha's birthday party or anything like that. And honestly, I don't know why people are shocked. I mean, I don't really expect Carisha and JT to hang out all the time, and I really don't think, they're that close. I think that they were putting on a facade because they are in a group, But a lot of these girl groups and boy groups, they don't really be messing with each other outside of the music. And I feel like JT is the star in the group. She's actually supposed to, debut in the Hot 100 with Sideways, which was a way better record than 50-50. 50-50 was trash. It was a negative 50 in my book. Sideways is a bop. Okay, JT has talent. She doesn't need Carisha. And I think Carisha is low-key jealous of JT because she released a record or started teasing the 50-50 record right after Sideways dropped. I'm like, goodness gracious, you couldn't even give Sideways a full week? I mean, she started teasing the record right after JT dropped, which lets me know she don't really mess with her and she might be jealous of JT because JT has talent. And all Carisha has is Diddy's piss in her mouth. No shade. Now, moving on from that, Queen B is coming. She announced Act 2 March 29th, okay? Right before the Chart Obsessed Races is supposed to drop. And allegedly, Queen B is rumored to be preparing a residency at the Vegas Sphere, okay? And she also has a new partnership with Verizon. Allegedly, she was paid like $43 million for the Verizon partnership. I'm like, goodness gracious. One thing Queen B know how to do is get a bag. But Queen B, please have some music videos. I don't feel like it was fair for us not to have videos for the Renaissance era. So let us have videos for this era. And goodness gracious, I know the Beehive damn near broke because every single month Queen B come out with something for y'all to buy. It was Renaissance, then it was the tour, then it was the perfume, okay? Now, allegedly, she going back on tour, then she got the hair care line, which is probably gonna flop. She had Ivy Park. I mean, goodness gracious. Queen B always asking for money. As for 16 carriages and Texas Hold'em, I'm going to pass on these records. I'll be honest with you. I don't like, this country bumpkin music that, Queen B trying to make. I'm going to pass on this. No shade. I understand she's trying to get the Album of the Year award, at the Scammies. I do understand her master plan, but I'm just not feeling it, no shade. And on top of that, you decide to drop music when Usher is performing at the Super Bowl and he just put out an album. See, you always try to sabotage a black artist. I noticed that too. You sabotage Usher, Riri, A. Marie, Carrie Hilson, but you won't dare try that with the white artists. I dare you to try to sabotage the Chart Obsessed Races or Ariana Grande. You won't do that, but you always sabotage the black artists. I be noticing that too. Very interesting. Now, as for Usher's Super Bowl performance, he brought out Alicia Keys, Clownye, Ludacris, Little John, the singer Her, play, I believe, the guitar during Let It Burn. I believe it was that song. As for Usher, the first half of his performance, his vocals were a little bit shaky, but he was dancing a lot. He had a lot of choreography, the whole performance, so I understand. And Alicia Keys, goodness gracious, she cannot sing. I guess Alicia, the husband stealer, has lost some of her vocal talent. Her talent is mostly playing the piano and stealing other people's husbands. Okay? No shade. I mean, ever since she stole Swizz from his wife, her music just went downhill from there. No shade. I was like, goodness gracious. And then Usher, you was inappropriate, dog. Why was you holding Alicia Keys like that? She's married. She is a cheater though, so I wouldn't be shocked if they was each other's, sneaky links, but I don't feel like it was appropriate considering that she is married, okay, to her sneaky link, but still, she is married. So, I was like, damn, Usher really don't care. He just be breaking up happy homes. But overall, I do think he put on a good performance. Was it the best? No, but he did put on a good performance. He had a lot of choreography. I wanted Queen B to stop by, but of course she just stole the show. I mean, were people even talking about Usher after the Verizon commercial? I was like, goodness gracious, she done stole the show. And, Usher's supposed to be her friend. That was so fake. But the second half of the show, though, his vocal ability was better. When he was singing Let It Burn and Confessions, his vocal ability was a little bit better. I think, he might have been nervous the first half. But I think he did an okay job. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. People acting like, it was trash. It wasn't trash. It was just that his vocal ability wasn't that great, but he was dancing. This is the Super Bowl. And, it's probably hard to sing out there. Alicia Keys was trash, though. You had like 3 minutes and you couldn't even put it together great. I was like, goodness gracious. Moving on to Cardi B. Cardi B is blocking her fans on social media, okay? Probably upset that Queen B and the Chart Obsessed Races are dropping back to back. And, she probably is even more shelved on Titanic Records, being that she hasn't had a hit in years. And she's probably one of the least talented female rappers of all time. Now, with that being said, one of her biggest fans said, girl, anyway, F you, Queen B is dropping. And then another one of Cardi B fans said, blocking your fans because they have opinions on your man that D will never be for you. And only you. Oh my goodness. They are dragging her. Oh my goodness, because of Off the Cheat. Oh my goodness. Listen, y'all, it's a PR stunt. Criminal B is always going to be attached to Off the Cheat. She not really leaving that man like that. Okay? She going to pretend to divorce him. Use that to push her album because she want to do a Lemonade album. It's not going to work. Queen B is dropping. We don't care. The Chart Obsessed Races is coming. And, Cardi B should just go back on Love and Hip Hop. And not only that, though, Criminal B's original NYX Super Bowl commercial cut from broadcast after NFL disapproved of Duck Plump. What? How you can cut a commercial last minute? Wow, this is just embarrassing. Wow. It is not looking good for Criminal B. This is why I've been saying, Section 8 gang think I'm hating, but if she go back on Love and Hip Hop, she don't got to worry about this, okay? I know they would give her a few mil for Love and Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, $3 million, $5 million. So let me know how y'all feel about that. I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. Have a great day.